Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Fube and I am an industrial engineering student at Wayne State University. I will be giving you guys a summary presentation on industrial engineering. When answering the question of who is an industrial engineer and what an industrial engineer does, we refer to a professional that designs, improves, and tests integrated systems. In some cases, the system may already exist and it is up to the industrial engineer to improve the existing system, making sure that it produces better results. In other incidents, the industrial engineer will test the integrated system using different methods such as simulations, or they might go out to the actual field and do field work to make sure that two components are capable of working well with each other, giving better results. Industrial engineers are needed in so many fields. One of the fields is manufacturing and automotives. When we talk of manufacturing and automotive, we are referring to companies such as Ford Motors and Boeing. Another field would be technology and e-commerce, which we refer to Google, Apple, or Amazon. Another field would be the healthcare field, which we are referring to hospitals, or the companies that make the products that are being used by the hospitals. Let's talk about what a working day looks like for an industrial engineer. It involves observing, analyzing a lot of data, also identifying inefficiencies and bottleneck, eliminated waste such as wasted time, and improving the quality of production and work, and also making sure that every process works in a smooth and well productive way. Looking at the average income of an industrial engineer, we we determined that the median annual wage of an industrial engineer was 101,140 US dollars in May of 24. The highest 10% earned by industrial engineers was more than 157,140 US dollars, and the lowest 10% of industrial engineers earned less than 70,000, and all this was gotten out of the Occupational Outlook Handbook. It is clearly safe to say that being an industrial engineer is a good field when it comes to earning money. Thinking of the useful skills that may be needed as an industrial engineer, it would be good to have a good idea in data analysis and statistics. It also helps to have skills in project management, and it also helps to have skills in teamwork and communications. Teamwork and communications will really stand out and advance you in working in a team environment. The key point that I would like for you all to take is that an industrial engineer's main job is there to improve the system. And by improving the system, we have to have the ability of solving problems and improving any system that we are presented with. And the good thing too about being an industrial engineer is there is a wide career potential across industries. It is very easy for us to find a job in so many companies because we are very wide with our field. So talking about how I tailored my presentation for IE students, knowing that the audience was made up of industrial engineers, I limited the amount of time I spent in explaining what an industrial engineer was. But instead, I, I, I asked myself what would get their attention, and I figured talking about what an industrial engineer does outside of being a student when they actually go to the field would make them feel more comfortable to know what we are going to be doing when we become industrial engineers. And I also figured I should include how much an industrial engineer is going to make. For knowing how much money we're going to make helps us to determine how to go by with our lives and know exactly what we are going to get ourselves into as far as comfort of living. So hopefully all this information was very helpful to all the industrial engineering students. Thank you so much for your time and hope you enjoyed the presentation. You have a good day.